Hello everyone and welcome to beautiful Tarble Arena here in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
When Morrissey gets a full head of steam, there's no stopping her. She goes court to court fast as can be and just pushes the pace no matter what.
Again, great play trying to find the open woman, just making sure, hey, we're able to do it. Lauren Knight takes her time as well. Doesn't just shoot it right away, takes her time, takes a step, takes a breath, and is able to go up and do it with a shot.
Ebeling, who's having a career-type night, 11 points. She's been wide open the past few possessions, Tyler.
Yeah, she really has. You see it as soon as somebody starts to drive on that right block. As soon as they start to do it, the defender down low creeps up that way, trying to sort of help out that way, and they end up finding Addison Ebeling, who's just in the right place at the right time and is able to finish right at the rim. Yeah, and also one thing that Anderson is doing, they're trying to get Julian Campbell out to the three-point line, making sure he's not felt down low like how Carthage wants him to be. And again, you're seeing Augustana trying to push this pace. Carthage only has really two players on the field that have scored a basket so far. So just trying to keep this pace going, and on defensive side, taking those opportunities and making sure, hey, Carthage, you're not going to get any easy baskets no matter what. Yes, it is, and especially with A.J. Williams, 2 for 2 from the three-point line so far. And also on the defensive side, a menace so far, getting another steal. I mean, it's just pure basketball just being played right here. Just great offensive tenacity from Carthage saying, hey, you know what? We came into this half at 0-8 from the three-point line to hit our first 3 for 3 so far in the second half. And now they're stymieing the Whitewaters offense as well. They're not really getting any good shots up at all. And the defensive tenacity of A.J. Williams just being on both ends of the floor, that's something that you really want to talk about a lot. And especially this all happened once Julian Campbell went out with that injury. So maybe his injury was just able to spark something for this offensive side of the ball, just saying, hey, now he's down, we got to fight for him, and hopefully he can come back.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we were talking about before the game started. His explosiveness coming out of the backfield, just able to see the field in many different ways, making plays, making guys miss, and just is able to bring Augustana into Carthage territory for the second time already in the second half. Yeah, they really just speak for themselves. Bryce Lowe, 30 for 41, 222 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 touchdown to everybody on the receiving court, it seemed like, and just had a career day, no interceptions, something that they're going to be looking forward to heading into this matchup against Augustana, one of the top defensive backcourts that we've seen in the CCIW, tied for first in interceptions with 13 combined. It's going to be a rough day for Bryce Lowe, but if he can keep it to himself and keep the ball in Carthage's hands, they could come up with the upset victory here.
I also talked with head coach Wilbur Kennedy. He said the word of the week for the Raiders, focus. Focus on what you have to do. Focus on everything. Back to you guys. Yeah, and then obviously whenever your number's being called, you seem to bring like the spark of energy for the Raiders offense. Is that what you try to do every single time your number gets called?
I mean, it's not like my intention, but I do play with a lot of emotion, a lot of passion. Like, it's held in there, but I really do play with a lot of emotion. So I think they feed off that. It gives a lot of energy to the rest of the guys. You can see a man's willpower when he doesn't want to go down and fight for every yard.
Yeah, and then obviously coming out this now offense keeping that momentum going. What does it mean to be, I guess, sort of that momentum shifter in that aspect of getting that interception?
Yeah, because if they score right there, it's a different game. It's 14-7. There's still some time. So that kind of takes a heart when they're driving, and then boom, they do it to Chan Island. It costs a lot of money to go there. So.
ESPN proudly presents NCAA women's basketball between the Loyola Ramblers and the VCU Rams. Welcome to Gentile Arena on the north side of Chicago. Alongside my broadcast colleague this chilly afternoon, Tylor Sorensen, I'm Peter Ferrari. Tyler, VCU has had a great year so far, only 2 losses on the season, but Loyola is really taking over the helm, the middle of the pack, showing themselves a lot of strength in Coach Guth's second year as we look at the standings.
Yeah, they really are. Sitting at 8-7, had a nice win versus Rhode Island on Wednesday this past week. VCU, though, sitting at 14-2, a complete 180 from where they were last year, as well as Loyola already having a better season than what they did in the 2022-2023 season.
Looking at who's leading the charge for the visiting Rams of VCU, it's none other than Tamaya Lewis-Utsi.
Yeah, Tamaya Lewis-Utsi, 16 points versus Fordham on Wednesday, 7th straight game in double-digit points. And not to mention as well, she's had her career-high 21 points versus Davidson last week, Sunday the 7th.
On the flip side of things, Emma Nolan, the transfer for Loyola. My goodness, one of the twins, a career-high 18 points just a few days ago.
Yeah, career-high 18 points. Not to mention as well, career-high in the first half, was able to get over her 15-point total, got up to 18 points and perfect from 3, perfect from the line, only missed 2 shots in the field. So Loyola is hoping to make that replicate again.
Loyola, VCU coming your way momentarily on ESPN+.